caution. Well, the 20 LMP2 car has left the road in the hands of Anders Fjordbach. I'm trying to work out where on the track that is. It's at the Le Mans chicane. Lake Lloyd in the background, and rear deck has been removed along with damage on the right-hand side. The corner worker down there is looking to try and get a thumbs up from Anders Fjordbach to make sure he's okay, but that's got to be a high-speed entry to that area and has slammed into the tyre wall. Still trying to get confirmation that Anders is okay. Sitting on the left-hand side of the car, so that is the better place to be, of course. Local yellows being displayed, and it is now a full course yellow. So we were 8 minutes away from making the 6-hour marker, but this could really spice things up. I think, as Ben Hanley had been saying, they were in a fuel race and trying to take it as easy as possible, and entering into the 4-hour to go marker. And well, out of this caution we could see a very different complexion of this race, but what it will do is reset the whole field, Bruce Jones.
It certainly will. Bear in mind the race-leading 0-1 Cadillac had just come in for a pit stop. Sebastian Bourdais taking that over from Scott Dixon. And this looks like it might be a slightly long period because the medical officials are now alongside the car, the rescue crews alongside, still waiting to see how Anders Fjordbach is going. But that could be the little twist that maybe just slightly hampers the 0-1 that had been leading the race. It was ebbing and flowing between that race-leading Cadillac and Simon Pagenaud's car, the number 60 Meerschaank Racing Acura. Of course, running different sequences, but now the opportunity to jumble it up and maybe for those that hadn't made a pit stop to come in and get some of the fluids and then everything they need on board, and that phrase I like so much, virtual energy, virtual fuel being packed in as well. But for now, we're looking at shots of Anders Fjordbach sitting aboard, talking to the race official, moving around inside the car. But certainly for the high-class racing Orica, the race has run for them. Damaged on the exit of the Le Mans chicane.
Still trying to find out exactly how this has happened, whether there was another car involved or whether it was a lose into the braking area. But if your car is not braking in a straight line, that is always going to be a high speed off. And very gingerly indeed, Anders Fjordbach is now being helped out of the car. Oh, that's not a nice sight at all as it arrives at high speed, unabated speed into the Le Mans chicane. It's only when that happens you get an idea of the approach speed to the left and right flick there. And it just looks like, well, the tail lights came on to indicate that Anders was braking, but the car just did not react, Bruce.
Right, to explain, the chicane is left, right, right, left, and he did the left part fine, but when he went to the right, unfortunately the car turned to the left for the second corner of the 4-corner sequence at the Le Mans chicane and rotated around and went in pretty much 3/4 rear into the tyre wall. Anders is now out of the car, stood there gingerly. You can see him standing up straight to his full height, talking to the medical crews, but that was a big hit against the tyre wall there. And it's going to take a little bit of a while for this car to be towed clear. But the good news is the Dane is out of the car and no doubt being taken off to the medical centre for inspection, because any impact of that sort will have really shaken any driver of any age up. But Anders is young, he's fit, but that was a big hit into the tyre wall. But again, Johnny, the tyre wall did what it needed to do.
So whilst Anders Fjordbach is taken to the medical unit, he'll be taken to the medical centre as well for a check.